Breaking news this evening on a rising story of the King of England, Henry VIII.
It's May 16th, 1528, and we are now hearing that the current king, King Henry VIII, is looking to file divorce against his wife, Catherine of Aragon. As commonly known throughout the city, Henry was wanting a male heir to take the throne for quite some time now. Let's send it over the discussion table to hear their thoughts on the process.
With the rules of marriage standing strong in the Catholic Church, Henry will have to find a way to divorce his current wife. It won't be an easy process, but we've heard feedback from an inside source that he's planning to split and create his own church.
Apparently called the Church of England, this new establishment will reflect the majority of the Protestant Reformation that has been occurring over the past years.
So why can't Henry just have more children with Catherine of Aragon in hopes of a male son? I'm sure Ferdinand and Isabel won't be too happy with this one.
Now that's a good question, but the two have tried it for years, and Catherine could not manage to create one boy. Through all the stillbirth, failed pregnancies, it's just been way too much for her to handle.
Now, the significance of this is that it's definitely going to affect the relations with England long term. It could destroy foreign relations with other Catholic nations such as Spain. And who knows what would go through Henry's head if his next wife doesn't bear him a son.
Let's take a look at the voters' opinions on this.
Well, you have it here, folks. I'm Ray Paskowitz.
I'm Ryan Gamble.
And I'm Ryan Scagliarini, and that's the latest news of England at 8.
Today on our show we have King Henry VIII.
It's a pleasure to be here. It's been a while since my last interview.
So King Henry, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, other than being the King of England and all, I'm also the head of the Protestant Reformation.
That whole Protestant Reformation thing, what made you go about and do that?
Well, it was pretty cool being Catholic, but when the Pope told me I couldn't divorce my wife, I had to make my own religion and make some changes.
Now, why would you want to divorce your lovely wife, Catherine of Aragon?
She wasn't giving me any boys, and I needed a male heir. And, why else would someone want to divorce their wife?
Well, it says here that your second wife, Anne Boleyn, was executed in divorce over treason.
That's treason, it's completely different.
Or your fourth wife, Anna Cleves.
I didn't like her anyway, so that doesn't count.
What if I told you we had your fifth wife, Catherine Howard, in us for the studio right now?
Hi, Catherine.
Hello. It's
Well,
me,
I'd say I'd want her executed for adultery against me.
No, please.
Well, there you have it, folks. Execution. Well, that went worse than I intended it to. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, it's not like any of these annulments matter anyways. You know what? I want you executed too. I'm tired of this petty interview. I've got to go home to my wife, Catherine.
No! No! No!
Welcome to England News. Tonight we have a breaking story of a young prodigy emerging from a wealthy family in Stratford-upon-Avon.
It seems as though this young man is spreading his works as quick as Henry VIII executes his wives. As a 30-year-old writer, no one really knew of William Shakespeare 5 years ago, but now he shocks the world with his brilliant plays. Let's go to a more in-depth analysis from the discussion table.
It's 1597, and just 2 weeks ago a new play was released by Shakespeare called Romeo and Juliet. A love story of two teens who die for each other, spoiler, sends a poetic movement across the nation. Shakespeare seems to be a natural, as he has already created 154 sonnets and many other plays.
Each playing of this show is already sold out, and the globe rages every night when they take the stage.
Now, mind you this, all of the actors are male, so to see these plays have such big hits is astounding. Shakespeare is married to the older yet wonderful Anne Hathaway, and he claims that she is the inspiration for all these beautiful pieces of art he creates. Shakespeare will soon revolutionize the modern world with his creative and passionate poetry. Many will look back and remember his works as they will spread across the world to reach the farthest corners.
The quality of art spreading throughout England has increased dramatically, and with the creation of amazing new plays like Romeo and Juliet, we've entered a new age, a renaissance of art, it seems. The newest, the latest, and the best. Catch you again next time on England News at 8.